Dímelo, mi gente. What up? It's your boy Gus from Gus Villa Jewelry. We are back with the VVS podcast. Actually, I've been asked recently what the VVS podcast stands for. Guys, it's a play on words, you jerks. It's the VVS podcast, aka the Very Senseless Podcast. And this is episode 18, everybody. Episode 18. Can you believe? I'm probably one of the most inconsistent people in the world. And the fact that I've sat down with my boys for 18 episodes deserves another clap in the back, my friends. I haven't even dated my wife for 18 weeks, and here I am.
Here you are, bro.
Let's go. Let's go. Once again, I know you guys you're praying that my co-host is here, aka DJ Mello, but it's unfortunate that I have to give you this news. However, he is here, the most consistent guy. He replaced me when I wasn't here. The boy is fresh to death once again in a black tee. Out here with the World Series 1997 World Series Marlins hat. It's none other than the man himself. It's got the producer in the house.
Let's go, baby.
Can we go?
Let's go.
Let's go, dog. And guys, here's where things take a turn for the worse.
Don't get
honestly.
too excited.
You would think that we would have a replacement by now with all the empty chairs that we've had in this podcast.
These rotating chairs, man.
Guys, honestly, unfortunately,
Can't get rid of me.
we
gotta work what we have, man.
If there is anything out of focus, if there's audio that's just messed up,
oh my God.
if things go astray, honestly, bro, for the strong 16 that listen to us, you guys dedicate time out of your lives to put us on while you're at work.
Every Sunday at 12 p.m., baby.
Things that you go out of your way to expect a decent product. And yet here we are, absolutely shitting the bed. Once again, we've brought back the worst fired/hired producer of all time. Can we give it up for the worst person to ever grace the producer chair? It's Jerry the producer.
Jerry! Let's go.
Jerry, honestly.
3
weeks ago, you were supposed to record Gallo and Mello. Literally, your job is to just make sure that they were in focus. Can you please explain this? Please, I want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
My boy.
Why did you not care? My brother in Christ.
You went an hour and 20 minutes without saying one word, my boy.
One word, my bro.
Like anybody could see, like, hey, this is out of focus.
This is out of focus. Guys, it doesn't look right. Stop. Pause. Time out.
Let's start this over.
So let's hear it, dog. Why? Why do you literally not care about the only job that you've ever had that's a serious gig? Go. I'll stop.
All right, I got 6 words for you.
Go ahead.
Oh, you got 6. I'm gonna count them. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm a little dyslexic, so it might be more than 6.
Go ahead.
It might sound like a 9 because I'm dyslexic.
I'm not sure now. Now it's a 9. Now I'm not sure.
Now he's worried.
Yeah. Okay.
But I blame it on the alcohol.
I blame it on the alcohol. Okay, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
The one thing he got right.
Honestly, brother, honestly, look, man, this podcast is probably one of the funnest things that I do. But without, going down this insane rabbit hole of trying to explain to people how much actual work goes into it, man. There is so much cameras here. And a lot of people, if you're Theo Vaughn, if you're, you know what I mean? Like if you're Joe Rogan, you have a crazy producer, number one, a professional producer. You have an insane budget. We don't have that. I have 3 camera rigs. I have to set it up, and it's a lot of work. We come out here and we put a consistent show, only to have Jerry literally show up, dog, and say, "You know what, dog? I don't actually give a fuck, dog.
I'm gonna just do me. I'm just do me,
boys.
I'm literally gonna shit the bed, and you guys are gonna do anything about it, and that's what we just had the last 2 weeks.
What, dog?
Go ahead.
It's
Talk.
free, my boy.
That's what I get
He's
for
not
getting
wrong.
free
Yeah,
labor.
yeah, that's
what
why.
I get
Yeah.
for free labor.
Yeah,
Yeah. Actually, by the way, did you guys see, speaking of free labor, did you see on Instagram something that just went viral? That one guy who just shows up, like, you know, they show up to like the Home Depot. And there's like a bunch of like Mexicans, like, oh, you need work, you need work.
Yeah, you know work, what you want. Yeah.
And then they pull up and they're like, yo, we need 3 guys. And like, they are like, wow, fight each other to get in the car. And they're like, all right, what are you guys doing today? And the guy's like, yo, dog, we're going to Disney World.
Shut the fuck up. I haven't seen this. I haven't seen this.
Disney?
Yeah, they're like, what are you talking about, dog? They're like, we're gonna go to Disney World, dog. And it's like, what's the job? Like, are we gonna like lift the boxes? They're like, no, your job is to have fun.
You're just
dog.
gonna go to Disney.
Yeah, and then they hit like mad crazy B-roll of them like on Splash Mountain.
I haven't seen that.
And they have like the Mickey,
The Mickey ears.
Yeah. They're like taking pictures in like, you know, Space Mountain.
Yeah.
It's nuts, dog. It's funny as fuck. But the point is, dog, shout out to free labor
Let's
in the house.
go.
So talk to me, Gallo. This is your first time you and I doing a podcast.
It really is, man. Listen, we've been boys forever, man. It's
Boys forever.
It's
Boys
20
for life.
20 plus years that we've
Isn't that
known each
crazy?
other, man.
Isn't that crazy?
I contribute.
AKA gay.
yeah, sure.
Gay.
You're legitimately one of my
Legitimately. Jeremy's brother.
Yeah, legitimately. You're one of my best friends in the whole wide world,
Yep,
man.
I am your best
And-
friend and only friend.
Only friend. Only fans, only friends. We're starting a new subscription.
You
only
only have one
friends.
subscriber. It's your only friend.
You're only friends.
Only friends.
Yeah.
But man, let's talk about a big thing that happened to you this week,
Let's go.
man.
Let's talk about it.
Let's
Let's talk
go,
about it.
man.
What are we doing?
Listen, JVJ. Gus.
JVJ.
He didn't
It's
get it
that-
right that time, dog.
I didn't get it right. I'm getting it right.
Legitimately and
Go ahead, no,
JVJ.
no,
I'm
let's run it back.
I'm dyslexic. GVJ.
Shout out to JVJ.
JVJ.
in the house, dog.
The
Shout out
cousin.
wherever they are, somewhere in an alternate universe. Shout out.
The cousin of this.
It's like me when I can't get Mellows right. It's Mellow.
it's Mellow
It's
the
DJ
producer. Mello, the producer, DJ.
It's DJ the producer.
It's something about this chair. it's what it is. GVJ, man. So Gus Villa Jewelry, man.
Let's go.
Opening up their fucking brick and mortar this week. Let's go.
Let's go,
man.
For all
Let's
you
go, man.
scumbags that happen to be in downtown,
Yeah, man.
I'll let your boy. Now you can
Downtown
come
Miami.
See me.
Yeah, man.
Look, man, I'm not gonna lie to you, dog. I deserve this fucking shit.
Yeah, man.
No.
No,
But today, I showed up, dog. And here's the thing: when I opened up the store, I genuinely thought that like it was gonna be the easiest thing. It's a store, like you'll have somebody. Nah, it doesn't work that way.
not.
And last night, you know, you guys are gonna see it in a YouTube video coming up. We got absolutely
Hammered, dude.
banged up with quite literally the worst of the downtown area. If you guys aren't familiar with Miami,
Oh, man.
it has a block of maybe 3 blocks where it's literally the underbelly of jewelry. Like you guys go see a jewelry store anywhere you go in your major city and you just see a finished ring or you see a finished chain or whatever it is. The people who actually make that stuff are like hardworking dudes, but
man.
it's not pretty. Like,
It's
don't
not.
think that you're gonna walk into like
Oh,
a
they
shop.
are pretty. It's not that it's
Yeah.
not pretty.
Yeah.
They
Yeah,
are
yeah.
pretty.
You think you're gonna walk, and that's the crazy part. Like, I get those comments all the time. Like, I thought like jewelry making was like this super like prestigious thing, and it's like, nah,
beautiful
my
art.
brother. Like,
No, dude.
it's disgusting, low key. And so there's a bunch of sweaty dudes. They're all doing it, and I have a incredible team of dudes who are such badasses that some don't work for me, some do. I do a lot of collaborations with a lot of shops in the house. And yesterday's party was in downtown Miami. It was at the store. It's my first brick and mortar store. And it was the first time that we could all, as a collective crew, hang out. We got people from all over the countries, and they're all living in Miami. They all know I know me. I know them. And it was really dope to see everybody there.
Come
now,
together,
were they
man.
a bunch of degenerates?
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Did we get sloshed beyond my wildest dreams?
Absolutely.
1000%. However, it was such an insane, like for a couple of minutes there, I won't even lie to you, man. Like, I wouldn't say I got emotional because I'm not an emotional dude. You know what I mean? You know me for a long period of time, but you know, for me to get like choked up like that, it was crazy because like, you know, you look at it from like an outsider's perspective and you see a bunch of people inside and you see that they all got love for you and like, and I got just as much love for them back, you know? And so it's like, it's a moment to where I could say like, you know, like all this hard, stupid fucking work that I've ever done, and I could show them love back because all they've ever done is shown me love,
man.
Yeah, and so like now we could all drink and we could kick it and we could talk shit and we could hug each other and show each other like, yo, fool, like we're all here for each other. We're all trying to work for one goal, and it was one of the most surreal experiences of my life. I have lived in Miami for 36 years, and I haven't celebrated a birthday in Miami in probably the last 12 years. I always leave.
Yeah.
I never. And the reason why is because I don't like to be celebrated. I don't like it. It's uncomfortable for me. It's just very weird. So
you're humble. In other words,
no. I wish I was, but I'm not. But it's one of those type of situations where I feel very uncomfortable when like people celebrate anything that I do. I just like to do it and that's it. And so I had to struggle with like the thought of so many people coming here and like, you know, I wouldn't say celebrating me, but like celebrating the accomplishment of the team of GVJ coming up with the brick and mortar. So this was a huge comfort zone that I had to step out of, and it was a fucking beautiful night. It was a beautiful moment, and I'm so fucking happy for everyone that attended it because it was just vibras, my brother.
Yeah.
Mello was there. We had a bunch of cool ass people, a bunch of jewelers out there. So shout out to the GVJ brick and mortar. Man. Finally being out there, and it was crazy. You were out there, and it was
I was
fun.
out there, and listen, man. Again, we've known each other 20 plus years, man. We've known each other since fucking high school, man, and we've been boys through thick and thin. And we're gonna get a little vulnerable here, man. And this is something that we don't necessarily do in our relationship, but like it's something that it's understood but not said. That's always been our thing. But I just want to say, man, I love you, man. You are my brother, man. I don't get to tell you that a lot, man. And listen, fucking, there's somebody that recently passed away in my social circle. And it's always one of those things that, when somebody passes away, like, we're humans. And we realize, man, life is a real thing. like this shit is real. Like, this is day to day, man. And we don't know what's going to fucking be in front of us from one day to the next, man. And it's one of those things that let's give each other our flowers while we're alive rather than when we're fucking dead, man. And I just want to give you your fucking flowers because it's much deserved, man. And honestly, from the bottom of my heart, it's vulnerable, it's gay, whatever the fuck. I love you, man, and I'm so proud of you, man, because this is a real fucking thing, man. You've been working hard at this. You got a team surrounding behind you, and you've been working to do this for a couple years, man. And now it's a brick and mortar thing, and let me just give you your flowers, man.
God damn
Let's go, man.
Don't get me all choked up.
I know,
the
man.
First 10 minutes of this
I know. Let's go,
podcast,
man. Let's go.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, no. I mean, it feels that way, and it's so awkward for me to sit down sometimes, like, because like without sounding so insanely morbid, like I heard about someone that we all know in this room. It's an acquaintance that we have, and they had a very, very young husband. And unfortunately, that young husband lost their lives. And we've had some recent events that like kind of tilted that scale over, where we realized that like this world, in whatever it is that we have, it's an insane chance that you have at being alive in general.
Yeah.
You know, you go around and you have 50,000 sperm count, and then the fact that your parents survived and the fact that they gave birth to whatever, the chances of you being alive are 1 in a gazillion, whatever it is. And then you realize very, very quickly throughout your life, because people begin to pass away, that like life is insanely fragile.
Fragile, dude.
Fragile, my guy.
One day to the next,
false
man.
move, boom,
Yeah,
you're
dude.
gone, my brother.
That's
like
it.
you have all these plans and something just goes awry, and now you are faced with the reality that like someone that you loved is no longer here no more. And those kind of situations and moments in life are the ones that teach you that like shit is so insanely fragile, and you shouldn't put pride in front of telling people that you actually give a fuck about them, bro.
Absolutely, dude.
Like there's so many times where I'll just be driving home and I'm just like, damn, dog, I should just call my old girl. like just to see what she's doing.
What she's up to, man.
Like let her sit there and like
talk her ass off.
Go, dog.
Go
just
ahead, do
do
your
it,
thing,
dog.
man.
Because like one day I'm gonna be driving down the road and I'm gonna want to call my old girl and I'm
you
not
won't be
gonna be
able
able to. And her voice will never ever
Yeah,
do.
man.
And there's nothing that's gonna reverse that. And that can go both ways. You never know.
Yeah.
Maybe one day she's gonna want to call me and I'm not gonna be here.
Mm-hmm.
You just don't know. And life is insanely fragile. So the same way that I say this shit about anybody else, like I genuinely mean it. Like there are times in life where you have to put your pride aside and just tell your boys, tell your friends, tell whoever it is that you love them,
Yep.
and that shit is gonna go down in any way. And if it does, at the very end, they knew that you cared about them.
Yeah. And that's all that matters.
Yeah. Shout out to all the people that you've lost, and yeah, let's give us
go,
one more
man.
clap. It's a
Applause.
morbid clap.
It's a morbid clap,
It's a
man.
super morbid
It's-
clap,
it's-
but I don't.
yeah,
You know,
but-
sometimes you just got to do it.
Hey, man, you just got to get real with it, man. And you got.
It's a crazy way to start the podcast.
It
but,
is.
but
It is.
sometimes it's you got to talk about it because
Yeah.
it's a part of life,
It
regardless
really
of what
is,
it is.
man. And again, we speak about life. It's fragile, man. Again, like the person that passed away, it's like not somebody that like I knew, like that was like my boys, but like that was somebody in my social circle that like I had relationships with, man. So it's again, it goes back to the thing that like giving those flowers while those people are alive, man. So they understand, and they like you specifically, man. Like again, you've been my boy through thick and thin. 20 plus years, man. I can't stress that enough, man. I consider you like like honestly, like you are one of the few people, I would say maybe probably one of the only persons that in my life that know me good and bad, man. Like
Yeah.
you know
Yeah,
who
yeah,
I
yeah.
am truly,
Yeah.
man. And that's rare to say, man. And it's a rare thing, man. So like congrats to you, man. It's a huge accomplishment, man. And it goes without saying, man, that like that's a huge thing for you to accomplish. And it's just great, man.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Listen, man, like I said, man, I started this GVJ shit, this whole fucking stupid podcast, all this shit, man. I do it because I genuinely wanted to, you know, branch out on my own, but at the same time, I wanted to bring everybody that I'm with. We were just having this this same conversation at the bar, like, you know, who you consider your groups of
close
friends,
group,
and
man.
there are a lot of people out there that have. You know, Alejandro, which is the bartender here. If you guys are ever in Miami, come in there. Tipsy
Shout out
Flamingo.
Tipsy Flamingo, man.
Shout
Shout
out
out
Tipsy
Tipsy.
Flamingo.
go.
We go there, we have a drink at the bar, and we come and shoot this podcast, you know. And then he said something that was actually pretty interesting. He said, you know a lot of people, but you have a little friends. You have little friends. And, you know, there's so many people out there that are very much so like that. And I find myself in situations like that where, like, I do know a lot of people because of the business that I'm in, and you have to shake hands and stuff like that. But
Kiss babies.
yeah, you kiss babies and sign titties and the whole nine yards. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, like a lot of times you get caught up in, you know, friendships that are very superficial and they're not real and they don't mean anything. And so that's why, you know, we harp on those situations where, like, when you do find friendship in anything that you do, regardless of what it is, when you find somebody that is there for you in a time where they can genuinely be so selfless and say, hey, man, I'm proud of what you're doing. And it has nothing to do with how much I'm going to gain out of this
Their
friendship.
ego, yeah.
Nothing that I'm going to get out of this. I'm not going to, I'm literally proud of you for who you are, bro. Like those type of friends are the friends that I like to keep around. And yes, I do know a lot of people, but the circle is tight. And we all fuck with each other and we all love each other. And sometimes you got to put that testosterone aside and be like, brother, like,
Yeah, man.
I got love for you, bro. And like, it's not about, you know, it's not about like, oh, like this is going to sound fucking weak. Or this is going to sound gay or, you know, whatever. Like, you know, it's crazy, man. One of my best friends in the world, we were just talking about this. I sometimes can't even tell him how I feel about him because it feels weird because that's just the way our friendship is like that.
Yeah.
And anybody who shows weakness in that friendship is like
Gets called out.
yeah,
and it's a thing.
It
It goes back to our podcast fucking like weeks ago where we
Yeah.
talk about that. It's like toxic masculinity and all that shit.
It's weird,
Yeah.
bro. It's weird. Like, look, man, it's crazy that we have been together for 20 fucking years. And it took a podcast, 3 cameras, Jerry, the worst producer of all time, for you to say,
for us to get a little vulnerable, right, man? Yeah,
and for
dude.
us to have this conversation,
Seriously,
brother.
man,
And
seriously.
like, if you really begin to dissect that, you realize, like, kind of the I would say like toxic environment that we're in, and that shit is funny, but like at the same time, brother, it doesn't help.
It doesn't help.
It doesn't help, and sometimes you need to get some real life injection to realize that like. Who cares, bro?
Hey, man,
just tell your boy that you like him.
Tell your boy you love him,
dog.
Yeah,
hug your
dude.
boys, hug your parents, dog. Because at
dude.
the end of the day, a bus comes and hits us, and we ain't taking a motherfucking thing, brother.
Facts.
It's true. It's
Yeah,
true.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So now that we're here, man. So now that we're getting a little bit vulnerable, I just want to say, topic number 1, baby.
Are we gonna go to topic number 1?
We're gonna go to topic number 1, man. It's a hard transition.
Yeah,
It's a hard
It's a hard
transition,
transition. This is a
but-
dark episode, man.
But no,
it started off
I don't
this
think
way.
it's dark. It's more so
Reflective.
man, reflective, and yeah, we're just being a little bit vulnerable, man. And
Yeah.
and that's fine, dude.
What do you feel, Gallo, that like because you're a type of dude that never gets vulnerable,
I
ever,
don't, man.
ever,
I don't.
ever,
I
ever, ever,
don't.
ever.
And it's something that I've been working on for like I would say the last year or so, man.
Do you feel as you begin to grow older that you begin to like almost Black Mirror and realize your defects and begin to work on them?
Yes, absolutely.
Can you tell me something? Now that we're like me,
Yeah.
let's
Now that
get
we're here.
Yeah,
Now that we're here. Now that we're here.
And I apologize to the readers or to the people listening to this podcast. You're used to like funny shit.
funny
but, like,
shit and, like, yeah,
sometimes it ain't gonna be. Maybe this episode ain't gonna be. Maybe it get funnier later. But like for now,
Yeah, for
I kind of
now.
want to dig into deep with that because there are some certain events that have happened to us that have been kind of crazy recently, and so I find myself like in any sort of situation that I'm in, trying to build or like reflect on how I act and try to change that. So
Become better.
Yeah, exactly. So like evolve.
Yeah.
Change as a person.
Yeah.
Notice things about myself. I'll tell you something that I've noticed about myself recently to kind of, and then I'm gonna let you talk.
Okay.
I've recently realized at 36 years old, the things that I can pinpoint that my parents have influenced in my life.
Okay.
And sometimes I find myself being emotional about it in regular life. Like I'll say something and I'll think about it in the way my mother would have thought about it. And I'll be like, oh shit, she taught me that.
Yeah.
You know, and you don't realize that until you're in a later part of your life. And it's a crazy feeling, I think, that for the first time, you know, when you're a kid, they were like, oh, you'll understand later. Or you'll understand when you have kids. Or you'll
you're like,
understand.
"Ah,
You're
whatever."
like, mom, shut the fuck up. You know what I'm saying?
You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, you're a loser, you know?
Yeah.
And then you're 36 years old and somebody tells you something and you say something like
And something just hits you.
something just hits you, brother. Like something like you'll say and you'll be like, nah, because when you do something, you follow through because that's what a man does.
Yeah, man.
And then you sit there and you're like, damn it, dog. My dad used to say that
Taught me
all
that.
the fucking time.
Yeah,
and
dude.
you don't think that you're being a sponge to that as a kid. And then all of a sudden, you're a grown-ass adult. Your old man is aging. You see his hands. You see his face.
Yeah, man.
His hair is getting white.
Yep.
He's not so energetic. My dad can't pick shit up like he used to. And you see him becoming an older man. And then yet you are becoming part of him in a
Yeah,
way.
dude.
And so I didn't notice that until maybe about a year ago. And it's been probably one of the harder things in my life. That mortality is real.
It's real, dude.
And the things that you learn as a kid are real. And things that I am today, I can pinpoint and say, that's something that I learned from my parents when I was a kid. And it's self-discovery. And it's something that I work on all
And
day,
it's
every day.
self-reflection, and you're like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
Like this is me. This is who I am. This has been a part of me. This is what's been engraved in me, and this is something that like I learned, and it's something that I'm constantly needing to work on.
Do you have something, because you're about the same age as me. You're
Yeah.
in fact, you're older than I am.
Yeah.
Do you have something that you've noticed at 36 years old? Maybe that other people have.
It's funny that you say that. I think the one thing is just realizing that I need to be a little bit more vulnerable and expressing my feelings, whether it be. Oh my God! Damn, we're getting vulnerable right now.
Yeah, fuck it. Let's go down that road. Let's go. Who cares? Who cares?
Man. So you know me. You've known me practically almost my whole life, man. You know that I was in a relationship for a really long time, man, and it didn't end well, and like it is what it is. And so I've been single for quite some time now, and I recently, like about a year ago, I met a girl, and I was like, man, this is too good to be true, man. Like, this was something that like I didn't experience before, like within the previous relationship. Like, it was just something I didn't know, and then like something that like it's too good to be true. Like, oh, then it must be, you know, it must be fake, dog. Like, it's something that I can't deal with, and man, we're getting vulnerable. Let's get vulnerable, and. So like, she's everything like I thought, like, you know, like should be like in a partner in a relationship, and since I thought it was like too good to be true, like I pushed her away, man.
You self-sabotage.
I self-sabotage myself, man. And now reflecting back on it, like a year later, I'm like, wow, man. Now I know where I went wrong, man. Like I deserve that. For everything that I've been through, I deserve that like type of love, man, and I know that now. Like I'm trying to reconcile it. I actually recently, like, she's not gonna see this, so she's never gonna watch this ever, because why would she? But like I recently like reached out to her again in the hopes that like, hey man, like I know like I fucked up previously before, man, but like if you ever gave me like the chance again, like that would be me at my vulnerable. Like this would be me doing whatever for you, man, because like I understand that like you are like someone that I could actually grow with and be with, and that's something that comes with time and just with age and all that. And yeah, as we get older, as your parents tell you, man, like, hey man, the good ones you keep, man. Like, I think about, like, listen, at the party yesterday, we were listening to Jay-Z. Mello put on Song Cry, and I was like, damn, dog.
That's a devastating song.
I was like, God damn, dog. If this doesn't hit right now, dog, I don't know what does, man. I can't see it coming down my eye, so I gotta make the song cry, man.
That's a devastating lyric.
Dude.
Devastating song.
Yeah, dude. So like that's like something like I realized recently within the past year, man, because like it's something that like I understand as I'm getting older. Like, hey man, you need to reflect back, you need to understand these things, and you just need to be sort of in the moment, man. Yeah.
You know what's crazy, man? Like, and I appreciate you sharing that story, because I know we've spoke about it a little bit off camera, but you've never got that super deep into it. And it's crazy that you're doing that with 3 cameras on you.
It's
which
crazy.
Is kind of crazy.
It's crazy. I don't know.
Podcast where a bunch of people are gonna listen to it, and it's kind of in a way crazy.
She might listen to it out there on
nah,
YouTube.
she probably
she's
won't.
not gonna
She
listen
probably
to it.
won't.
She's not gonna listen to it, and that's fine.
And you know what though? Like it's again, it's wild that we have to put ourselves in front of 3 cameras to have a real conversation.
Have a real
between 2
conversation,
friends.
man. Isn't that
nuts?
wild, dude?
It's actually pretty wild, man. But you know what, man? Like it goes to get to dissect that situation further. Life isn't a sitcom, and shit just doesn't work out in the last.
How you think you want it to be? It doesn't work out that way. Dude.
Life doesn't work out in the last episode of the season.
Yeah.
It just doesn't. And like you could have struggled with whatever internal battle you were going through. Maybe you didn't know that maybe you didn't know that you deserved love. Maybe you didn't know that you were so broken that like there's nobody else that can care for me. And if they do, you almost look down upon them because you had literally such little regards for your own self that you were like, oh, anybody who loves me is a loser because I'm a fucking loser.
Dude.
You know what I mean? Man. And so it goes to show that life isn't a sitcom. You know what I mean? Like you don't just get to kiss the girl you've always wanted to. This isn't Ross and Rachel. You know what I mean? Like the last episode of Friends. Like shit doesn't always work out that way, and it's a sad, like reality of it. But it also goes to show that like sometimes those type of adversities in anything that you do, and then in a way like strengthen who you are as a friend and as a person and as whatever. And then it's crazy to think that you are introspectively thinking about these things because I never, in the 20 years that we've known each other, probably have even had a conversation about something like that.
Yeah, dude.
And it's wild to like think that like, you know, because I always look at Gallo, you're so like well put together. You always give me the right answers, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, you know, it's a microcosm of bigger things that like we all don't have it put
We don't
together.
have it figured out, man.
We don't have it
No
figured
one
out.
does, man.
Nobody does,
No
my
one
guy.
does.
And we're just kind of fumbling around, and we're going to wake up in the next morning just because the sun comes up
Yeah,
and
man.
our bodies go up. But it doesn't mean that we have a plan that day.
No.
It doesn't mean that we're going to do the right thing. It doesn't mean that any of it is going to work out. We just wing it,
Yeah, dude.
quite literally. And sometimes
Yeah.
it plays out to be perfect. Maybe you have a
sometimes it
magical
doesn't.
night. Like I happen to have a beautiful magical night last night where all the culmination of all my efforts actually worked. Or I could have another night where it's shit. And you're just thinking about that girl that you literally played like a dog because you weren't mentally ready to have that relationship.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
It's crazy because that's exactly true, man.
That's-
That's exactly how it played out, man. And I mean, it is what it is, man. Like,
Yeah, but here it is. This is what I'm talking about. The way we rationalize it as men is, it is what it is, dog.
Yeah.
And we're
I
on to the
hate
next
that.
topic.
And
but
we're
it-
next
but-
one.
but
Yeah,
it's,
dog.
But it's not about that.
Because we don't wanna-
It is what it is.
Because
It's
we don't
not
wanna
what it's
harp
not.
on it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No,
We don't
it
wanna
burns
harp
and
on
it.
it.
Sucks.
It sucks,
Every
dude.
single
It
fucking
sucks,
day.
man.
And that's the problem that we have to talk about. Sometimes, look, there's a Joe Rogan podcast. This chick, this chick, listen to me. She's a doctorate. This bitch.
this broad.
This broad. Abigail Shrale, she did like, she's kind of a nut job in a way, but she came out with a book recently that's called like Therapy is Bad for Kids, or Bad Therapy it was called.
Okay.
And basically what she is saying is that a lot of times in most people's lives when they're younger, later on in life you begin to learn how to develop or think outside of these types of situations. But when you're a young kid and you're struggling with some sort of sad moment, we are over therapizing. It's not a word.
We made it one.
Don't
we
quote me on
are
this.
over therapizing our young kids. That's what she's saying. I'm not agreeing. I don't know. I'm not informed enough. But what she's saying is basically when you're a younger kid and you don't know how to handle situations like we did when we were growing up, a lot of times what we go through in situations isn't as bad as we think they are. And we do have to face adversity, and we do have to think. So these kids that are growing up, for instance, as an example, Gen Z. Fuck Gen Z! Am I right? Fuck Gen Z! Let's go!
Come on, man.
Fuck them, dog.
It's not a
Shout out to
GVJ
Mello for, yeah, let's go,
Not a
dog.
GVJ
Let's go.
podcast without saying fuck Gen Z, dog.
Yeah, dog.
Let's go.
So these kids, like when their parents are overprotecting them and overbearing, and any single situation that they have, they're running to a therapist and they're saying, yo, this is what's got to happen. Like, you have to talk about it. And what she's saying is that these kids, these younger kids, are going through so much therapy and so much thing that they're having adverse effects to actual therapy. And there's statistics to show what she is saying, that therapy is actually a bad thing, that you dwell on the bad things in your life so much that it becomes something that consumes your life.
Yeah.
It's not about like, oh, you scrape your leg. All right, focus on the pain for 2 seconds, shake it off, and then
Get up
keep
and
going.
keep going.
So to full circle of what you're saying, you're like, oh, it is what it is. And it is. But there's certain time as an adult, you do have to talk about it. But eventually, you do have to pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and be like, all right, my boy, like I learned that this lesson in the hardest of ways, to
Yeah.
the point where I'm hurting still.
Yeah.
But we do have to move on.
You got to keep it going.
You
man.
gotta keep it going.
You gotta
dog.
keep it going.
And I'm not saying to go out there and like not, really feel your feelings and all this other shit. But at the end of the day, this ain't a pity party
Yeah,
for
dude.
nobody.
You
This
can't be
ain't Gen Z.
stagnant. Yeah, dude.
This ain't Gen Z, dog. We gotta go out there. You pick yourself up and you talk to the next girl, and maybe the next girl will be the perfect, and whatever the case may be. But you keep it fucking moving, dog.
And you got to keep it moving, man. At the end of the day, that's like the name of the game. Like, you can't be stagnant. You just got to keep going. And
Bro.
that's what we're doing here, baby.
And on to topic number 1. Let's
go!
keep it going. Let's
All
do
right,
it, dog.
So
Let's get unmorbid.
Let's get
now we
unmorbid.
gotta dust ourselves
Now-
off.
No, now we gotta get out of this.
Let's shake it off.
first
Let's
you
shake it
don't
off.
succeed. Dust yourself off and try again. So topic number
Shout
one,
out to Aaliyah
man.
being
Shout out to
dead as fuck
Aaliyah,
for
baby.
50,
Let's
20
go,
years,
man.
20
Baby
years,
girl.
baby girl.
Baby
Rock the
girl,
boat.
man.
Aaliyah was such a baddie, dog. Oh,
Baddie,
God
man.
damn, brother.
God damn,
she
man.
was such a baddie.
So sexy, man.
And let me tell you, R. Kelly was banging her out when he was like 15. What a sick fuck.
What a scumbag.
He married her.
Yeah,
And she was like 16, 17 years
15.
old.
When she was 15 years
That's
old, man.
rough, dog. But
That is rough.
Post 18, she was a baddie. dog.
Post 18. Let's be clear.
Let's keep it here. No Diddy.
No Diddy, baby. I
You know
can't
what I'm
believe that's become a term, man.
Come on, man. I use it all the time now. No Diddy.
I know Diddy, man.
No Diddy.
So, speaking of no Diddy, fucking the men's tournament NCAA is going on right now. So like, actually, there was the game today of NC State and Purdue. So like, one of the stars of NC State is DJ Burns. He's a 6'9" dude. He's hefty, man. Like
he a thick boy.
he looks like a D tackle, like straight up.
Oh, he's a big boy.
He's a big
then.
boy, but like he's so like lovable, man.
Is it the kid with the dreads?
Yes.
That he's gone viral recently?
He's gone
I've seen
viral,
him,
dude.
I've seen him.
He's gone viral.
That
So-
boy got game too.
Game, dude.
Full work.
He's got
impeccable.
Jokic game, dude.
Yeah.
So
Dog.
recently,
It's
and
ugly but efficient.
yeah. So recently, like in an interview, they were speaking about the game because they were playing Purdue, which they lost tonight. Purdue is going to the championship game, but
The Boilermakers.
the
man.
Boilermakers, man. So one of the guys on Purdue is Zach Edey. He's like a 7-foot motherfucker, just a tall, big motherfucker. So they asked him like, "Yo, man, like, what's going on in that game?" Blah blah blah, and he's like, "Yeah, man. I mean, it is what it is. There's a 7-inch difference. No Diddy." And I love that. I love that that's become just a thing now. That's so good.
Excellent.
That's so good that that's now part of our vocabulary. No
It's part
Diddy,
of our
man.
vernacular. Dog. Like, hey, no Diddy.
No Diddy.
May said it in
And
with
the-
Cameron.
yeah, man.
It is what it is. Podcast.
It is what it is.
Is it a
yeah, man.
podcast, a show, whatever?
It's a podcast. Yeah,
Which
it's a
they're
show.
hilarious.
Yeah,
So now
yeah.
they're calling it No Diddy.
Yeah, with Killer Cam. And speaking of Killer Cam, he just came out a song recently with your boy Jcole. And we're on to topic number one,
Let's
baby.
go!
Let's go!
God damn it.
So,
okay, it's rubbing off on the metal.
It's something
not-
about the chair. It's a chair. So
Let's go, dog.
J. Cole dropped a surprise. I guess it's an album, yeah, because it's about like 12 songs, whatever.
Yeah. Almost like a mixtape.
Yeah, kind of. Like he's like hinting at his album The Fall Off, which he's been hinting at for
Yeah, but that's been, like, 3
years off.
years in
Yeah,
the making,
it's been
quite
like
literally.
years in the making. Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah, yeah.
So like he dropped this off as like an appetizer. Like, hey, let me give
yeah.
you this right now, and then Fall Off is gonna come in.
This is the appetizer. This
But-
is the
Yeah.
bloomin' onion.
Yeah.
Shout out to Outback Steakhouse.
Shout out Outback, baby. Let's go, man.
You don't even know, Jerry, that joke, but this guy,
Shout out my boy GP, dog.
his grandfather would love
Yeah, man.
going to Outback
Loves
Steakhouse.
Outback, dog.
Sundays at 5, I literally couldn't chill with Gallo because I was like, "Oh, what are you doing?"
Where you at? Going to Outback? And it was a
was a
joke
thing.
for
It was
years,
a
dog.
thing.
Because like it was legit,
Years.
dude. Like, yo,
We
we're
used
going to
go and
Outback
go
with
to,
my
bloomin' onion
with my
and,
old
like-
boy, dog. With my GP, dog.
All right. Anyway,
Yeah,
go ahead.
man. So he drops the album, surprise album, and we spoke about this last week that Kendrick dropped a diss track.
Yeah.
Well,
I heard.
Yeah. Well, he dropped a verse or whatever the fuck, going against Drake and J. Cole. So J. Cole responds on this new album that he drops, and the last song on the album is just like a straight up diss track against Kendrick, and he goes in on Kendrick, and we're back to the rap hip hop battle, baby.
Bro, let's shout out,
Man.
real slow clap to
Let's
the
go,
hip
man.
hop battles being back in hip hop, my brother.
And it's something that's been needed
Oh
for
my God,
years,
I've been
man.
fiending for this like a crackhead, dog.
Dude, man.
And here's the thing, man. There are so many people that get so caught up into the personal, and you know, Mello, if he was here, he would have picked sides
Yeah.
because he's a side
Yeah.
picker.
Yeah.
1,000%.
100%,
All he wants
yeah.
to do is pick sides
Yeah.
and say who's better than who, and that's fine. Whatever. That's what the battle is for, right?
Yep.
But people who are true hip hop heads out there, people who are genuinely been listening to hip hop for a really long time, you understand that the battle is an essential part.
Essential,
it's a pillar
dude.
of hip hop. That's the way it's supposed to be.
That's how it's
Let me
gotta be,
paint the
man.
picture here for the people who are out there who are young Gen Z fucking
Gen
losers
Z,
who have
they
never
don't know
seen
their
a
history.
hip hop, and all they want to do is see people circle jerk in the hip hop community
And wanna be
love each
boys and be
other
friends
and make out.
and-
Nah, playboy.
That's not hip hop, dog.
Let me tell you about 2001. 2001, I was a young lad. I was actually an altar boy.
Could you imagine?
Believe it or
I've
not, I
seen
actually,
pictures.
I actually was an altar boy.
And
I
Niño
remember-
bueno,
I was in the back,
a
and
little white
and
suit.
you know, Jay-Z came out with this legendary album that my boy Jairo, he was a Dominican dude. Shout out to Jairo. I don't even know if he's alive anymore, but he was a little bit older than me. And he comes up to me, he's like, yo, it's Jay-Z's new album. And he hands it to me. And it was a album, all blue. It was called The Blueprint.
The Blueprint,
And I was
baby.
like, oh my God, let me listen to this. So I popped it out, and we listened to it on, this is how crazy it was. We would break, this is an actual true story. We would break the headphone, flip it around because we
I know
couldn't
exactly
do it.
what you're talking
Because
about,
we
dude.
couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And you would put, and me and him listened to it
Yeah.
as the church was going on. The altar boys can go back, and we would just chill for like 45 minutes. And I listened to it on the broken headphone. He had it already broken because you couldn't listen to it. And we listened to it. And I remember hearing the takeover for the first time.
Takeover,
and I was
baby.
like, oh
my goodness.
goodness. And I was a Nas fan.
Yeah,
Huge
dude.
Nas fan.
Of course.
And I remember sitting there and listening to it and be like, this is the craziest diss song
I've ever
have
heard.
Ever heard.
Ever heard, man?
It was earth shattering to a 11-year-old, 13-year-old impressionable kid in 2001. I was 15 years old. To an impressionable young kid at 15 years old, I thought I couldn't hear a better rap.
Yeah.
Just the lyrics, the bravado,
Yeah,
the cadence. I was just like, oh my God, Jay-Z, this is
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, prior to that, you had your Biggie, your Tupac.
Of course, but
you
I was
know?
a little young for that. That happened in
Yeah.
95. I was 8, 9.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
loved them, but I didn't
You
fully
didn't grasp it.
understand
Yeah, yeah.
what was actually happening. So when I
absolutely.
saw that for the first time, I was like, oh my God, like this is Jay-Z. He is the biggest rapper at the time. Nas was quite literally my hero.
Mm-hmm.
I would have like pictures of him at my in like my room. And then to hear him for the first time get dissed like that,
Yeah.
I was like, brother,
Oh,
like this is
shit. Yeah.
crazy, dog. And then quite literally maybe a month later or whatever, an album with this guy in an all orange suit with a pigeon on the side, an album by the name of Stillmatic came out.
Stillmatic,
And
baby.
track number 2 was Ether.
Ether, baby.
And
bump,
Ether
bump,
came
bump,
out,
bump.
Fuck Jay-Z. And I was like, oh my
shit.
God.
Like, we're starting off like this.
What the actual fuck is this? And it was quite literally one of the craziest moments of my life where I thought there is no way that someone can
Come
the
back from this.
takeover.
Yeah.
And yet here
He
was
come.
Ether. And bro, literally
Ethered
everybody
him. He straight up ethered him.
everybody in my circle, my friends, we all couldn't stop talking about
man.
this. It was the biggest social event in hip hop culture. And if you were a hip hop fan at the time,
I know you ain't talking about me, dog. You what?
dog, you been on my dick, nigga. You love my style, dog.
Come on.
I could recite
Yeah,
it, but
absolutely,
again, it was
dude.
such a magical part of my life.
Yeah, man.
And to this day, Mello and I have had multiple conversations where he like take over, I like either. He obviously is wrong. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Let's be serious.
Let's keep it a buck. Let's keep it a buck. But the point is, it was such a beautiful moment, and now they love each other.
Yeah,
and
dude,
we're not saying Kendrick and Cole can't love each other in 20 years.
It's respect. I mean, it's not like they haven't had a friendship prior, but like.
It's competition.
It's competition, man.
It's competition. It's
healthy.
Jordan versus Kobe. It's fucking LeBron versus JJ Barea 2000.
Fucking JJ Barea, man. The fucking ether to fucking LeBron, dude.
If you're
Unreal,
a
man.
You know what I'm talking about. Backing him out in the post.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's
God
that kind of
damn it.
situation, dog.
Yeah,
it's,
man.
It's two titans.
It's healthy,
going
man.
at each other, and let's make it about that. Let's talk
dude.
about hip hop. Let's bring hip hop back, bro.
Yeah.
Let's make hip hop great again.
Yes.
Go at each other. I mean, it doesn't have to get ugly. It doesn't have to get like personal,
dude.
like crazy shit. But let's talk about each other.
Yeah.
Let's talk about that your album was kind of glazed, the last one. Like, let's talk about that shit.
Yeah, dude.
This is hip hop, my brother.
And that's what it comes to at the end of the day, man. Like that's hip hop at the end of the day, dude. Like when it's all said and done, like we are speaking about this, man, and that's how like it needs to be spoken about. 4 albums in 12 years, paying homage to like the takeover and all that. Like
Beautiful
that's
homage.
beautiful, dude.
I can divide. Let's say one every 2.
2 of them shits was due.
One was meh.
The other was Illmatic.
That's a one hot album.
Every 12-year average.
And that's so lame, dog. That's
Come
what
on.
I'm talking about right there. Those are iconic
Lines.
lyrics.
Man.
Iconic times in hip hop history. Let's talk about the battle, brother.
Yeah.
Let's go at each other,
Yeah,
dog.
dude.
It's not this subliminal shit. And that's what I like about Kendrick also. Like, he didn't make it subliminal.
No,
brother.
he
it's
went
not like
at
this,
them, dude.
Yeah, like this Drake shit that's like,
No.
oh, but
Like you don't know who he's talking about. Like you think he might be talking about somebody.
In an interview, oh, you guys are reading too much into that, like Gen Z shit.
Yeah,
nah,
dude.
bro, fuck the big 3. It's about big me.
It's about
dog.
big me.
That's what I'm talking about, dog. Like, let's go at each other, face to face. Let's, brother. Ether starts off with fuck Jay-Z. Literally, you guys are reading too much into this.
Like, oh no, he's saying fuck Jay-Z, dude. Like, there's no way you can glaze that, dude. It's just like, oh shit, he's saying fuck Jay-Z, dude.
It's literally, I'm coming after you. Lace up your boots. Let's get these pens on paper and let's talk lyrics, dog.
And it's a healthy competition at the end of the fucking day, man. Like, I understand you guys are boys, you've been in a circle, like you've known each other for years, but no, man.
This is hip hop.
This is hip hop, dog. If we're talking about hip hop, this is essential, dude. You gotta go through the battle, man. You don't have to be boys with everybody. You don't have to be fucking lovey-dovey or friends and, you know, hyping everybody up and like, no, dog. You need essentially a fucking battle, dog. If you think you're the greatest, then you fucking come out and say you're the greatest, dog. And if somebody wants to come out and say, no, I'm the greatest, then you do the same exact fucking thing.
I wanna run through a fucking wall. Let's go! God damn it! That's hip hop, brother.
Yeah, dude.
It's not hugs and kisses.
No, man.
It's lyrics. It's me going after you. It's you want to say you're the greatest. Come beat me, dog.
Yeah, dude. At the end of the day, dude.
Straight up.
If you think you're the greatest, then prove it. Prove
But
it.
It's about that, brother. That's what this. Look, guys, I know there's a bunch of novice guys of you that your hip hop legends are Future, and your hip hop legends are Fetty Wap, and all these and all these losers, dog. But the reality of hip hop has been out since 1980s, late 80s, if you really want to get specific on it. The golden era was the early 90s.
Yeah.
This is an essential part of hip hop. Stop trying to mend shit. Stop trying to run away from conflict.
Yeah,
this
dude.
is how it goes.
Yes.
You want to say you're the best, come through me and say you're the best with lyrics. And then you come back and you take a shot at me and we go at it and we'll see who ultimately reigns up on top. Stop with this hugging and stop with this kissing. And we're all some giant, huge, happy family. When the reality is, my brother, this is the game. Welcome to hip hop, everyone. This is how you actually do it, dog.
This is how you
and
do
this
it.
is what I'm talking about. This is what I want to keep hearing. I want to hear Kendrick come back with a full diss song.
Oof. Yeah, like I don't want to hear just the verse because he came out only with a verse on the Future track. Fucking Jcole came out with a whole track. It was to dive in it a little bit. The track is called 7 Minute Drill. So actually did a little bit of research on this. So his manager came out and was like,
Is that like a big L JC?
No.
Right,
It's like an old interview with his manager that like is going like viral now since this song came out. And he's like, this is the thing that he would do with like whenever he was recording a song, so like it wouldn't be like something that like he's overthinking. Like, hey, this is a beat. This is what you're gonna do right now. Give me one word to start off, and I'm gonna go from there. So like I'm not overthinking the song. I'm just going like off the top of the dome. Like this is how I feel right now. These are my lyrics. This is what you're gonna hear. This is how we're gonna go.
Beautiful.
And that's how it's supposed to be, dude.
That's music to my ears, my brother. That's what I'm talking about, man. Look, bring that shit back. We need to get on with that. Topic number 2.
Let's go, baby.
What's topic number 2?
Topic number 2, man. Did you hear about the earthquake that hit New Jersey and the state of the surrounding areas of New York?
I did.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's topic number 2. So,
yeah, but it didn't. I thought you were gonna follow up with the fact that Ice Spice is.
Let's go. No, let's get into it. Let's get into it.
Because Ice Spice is listen to me. I know. Look,
Oh my
she's
God.
not. You know, right? She's not a looker, face wise or hair wise. Because I hate her hair, but she got a
Dominicana, dog.
fat
Dominicana.
booty, my boy. Shout out to Ice Spice.
Let's
and
go, baby. Shout out to hip hop.
Okay, hold on. Top 3 asses in hip hop. I'll go.
Okay.
Ironically, Meg Thee Stallion, dog. Oh,
That's all day, dude. That
might be the fattest ass in hip hop of all time. It literally. Number 2, 1993, Lil Kim.
93 Lil Kim. 93 Lil Kim.
God. I'm not gonna mention Foxy Brown because Foxy Brown didn't
She
really.
never had. No.
She never really had.
She had a nice body and all that, but she
was
never had like
sexy. Her voice.
She's sexy. Oh, oof.
And she had a flow that
Yeah,
was
dude.
Brooklyn, and it was
Yeah.
And then number 3, and here comes a fucking crazy controversial. This is from my real hip hop heads. Charlie Baltimore.
Wow. And I'm not gonna disagree with that because Charlie had that thing,
Charlie
man.
Baltimore had a fat one. Jerry, the hired worst producer of all time,
He has no idea who the fuck that
no
is.
idea who Charlie
He has
Baltimore
no
was.
idea who the
I
fuck
think you're
that
talking
is.
about a man. Charlie Baltimore.
Charlie Baltimore had it going
Yeah,
on. Dog.
dude.
She had a fat old ass.
I mean, I
dog.
gotta give a shout out to Nicki too, man. Nicki,
Oh, Nicki. Yeah, but is Nicki's real though?
yeah, Nicki's is real.
I saw a bunch of pictures, and again, I don't know, a bunch of pictures of her like Brooklyn or wherever she's from. I think she's from like Queens. Is it Queens? Where is she from?
That
Is she from? Oh, whatever.
yeah,
It
whatever.
doesn't matter. But back when she was like young and like she had no booty, and then now you
yeah?
see it, and it's like ridiculous. Yeah, this is her like on the block.
Shout out to BBLs.
Hell yeah. Shout out to BBLs. Absolutely, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she had a booty back in the day, and then now, or she didn't have a booty back in the day, but now she has like a huge OS. So it is allegedly confirmed to be not real. But yeah, no,
All right.
listen.
But back to the earthquake. But back to the earthquake.
Yeah.
So Ice Spice comes out, and there's an earthquake that hits New Jersey. I want to say it's some town in New Jersey, and it's like a 4.8 like earthquake, and that's crazy, kind of crazy. Fucking what in New Jersey, dog? That's getting fucking earthquakes, and New York, whatever.
Yeah, but there's tectonic plates out there. Who cares?
But that rarely happens, dude. That never fucking.
You know, there's earthquakes here in Miami as well.
But
they've happened before.
It's rare that it happens, dude.
Sure.
We get more hurricanes than we do fucking, you know, earthquakes. But her tweet that she sends out, and she
I love Ice Spice.
I love Ice Spice, the Dominicana. Let's go.
God, Jesus, I love her. Uh-huh.
So she's like, "Oh, my bad about the earthquake. You know my ass be clapping." and her ass do be clapping.
Her ass do be clapping, dog. Yo, have you seen Ice Spice's mom?
No.
What?
No.
Jerry,
no.
pull up Ice Spice's mom right now, dog.
No.
Bobble.
No.
Just like a thing that
I know
people
she's
have an offer her
Dominican.
mom?
I know her mom's
Just
Dominican.
shut the fuck up for 2 seconds and pull up Ice Spice's mom, she went
Yeah?
viral. My boy.
No.
That's fine wine, my
Oof,
man.
I believe
get
it.
it from my mom.
I believe it. I believe it.
She is such a monster. First off, I love me some Ice Spice.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't like her any of her music.
No.
But she just like, Yo, did you hear that Jordan Poole spent $100,000 on a date with her and didn't even smash? Did you hear that?
I did hear that.
Yeah.
And
then,
that makes sense.
yeah, no, it was crazy, dog. You found her?
Yeah, that's her.
Look
mom.
her mom,
Oh
bro.
my God, dog.
Savage mom, dog.
Yo.
Girl's like 41, 42.
Oh my.
Beast. She's a caballota. Esa tipa es una yegua. Yegua, my guy.
Holy
Yegua's a
shit,
female
dude.
horse for all the people that don't know. Probably people that don't know. Esa tipa
God
es una
damn,
yegua.
that's nice, dude.
My guy. And
That
she's
is
a
nice.
baddie,
Yeah, hell yeah.
baddie.
It was actually as soon as I put Ice Spice,
Mom
was-
picks up.
Ice Spice mom.
That's the Google.
I feel so sorry for like the kids who have like hot moms. Thank God. Shout out to my mom who's Argentinian. She was not the, she's not a MILF, right? You know whatever. But
She's not a looker.
But no. But you know what I mean. Like she was
Yeah.
older already. But guess who was a low key, a little bit of a dilf? Oh man.
Yo,
Oh,
yeah?
man.
Hooray?
Yeah.
Shout out to Hooray.
Yeah, shout out to
Let's
Hooray.
go.
A lot of girls would always tell me like, oh, like your old man's like a good looking old man because he
He
aged
is.
well.
He is a good looking. Yeah,
he's
dude.
fit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's always
man.
dressed kooky
Yeah.
as fuck. You know?
Oh,
You know what I mean?
That's one of my favorite
Yeah.
things, dog.
Yeah.
To pull up to Gus's parents' place and just seeing his old man just ready to go, dog.
Yeah.
man.
We going out
Where you
here, dog.
going?
Yeah.
I'm just chilling,
dog.
dog. I'm making a little sancocho,
My
dog.
dad will be like in a,
Just
like in,
cooking,
like in
dog.
the like in a heat trainers. You know what I mean? Like to make it outside like track pants.
Yeah.
All Adidas because it has to be all
has
Adidas.
to be.
Adidas socks and the Adidas shoes, and he'll just have like a heat fitted on.
Yeah.
And just like cooking like
killing
regular
it.
shit. Yeah,
Just
yeah,
right.
yeah,
Killing it.
looking kooky as
Just
fuck.
chilling, dog.
Yeah.
No reason. Just
No reason, just for shits
Did
and
you-
giggles,
Did you
dog.
guys ever have the hots for like a teacher? Did you have like a hots for like a
Oh,
like
come
a,
on,
Did
dude.
you?
Come on, who
Yeah,
did it, dog?
man.
Oh, I didn't
What
have.
are you, gay?
I had one hots for my teacher. I'm gonna tell you the story. Who did you have the hots for?
All right, so it was actually the Spanish teacher, Miss Gomez. Do you remember Miss Gomez?
I didn't.
You don't remember Miss Gomez?
No, because I actually know Spanish.
But come on, dog. We all had to take Spanish in high school, bitch.
Spanish class, my brother.
I'm a no sabo kid.
The original no.
The original no sabo kid. You don't remember? Oh man, Miss Gomez, man.
Yeah, I heard
man.
about Miss Gomez.
Come on,
though.
man.
She-
Yeah.
Like it's
I
crazy.
heard about it.
I heard about it.
That's the thing, dog. Like we had a teacher, a photography teacher, named Miss Funcia, and she was actually Spaniard, and she had just the fattest ass. But again, dog, when you're 18, 19 years old, hormones are raging through your body.
Yeah.
You remember how you used to be able to like smash a chick and then like still rock hard.
Like, round two? Let's go, dude.
Round two
I'm ready.
It wasn't a question. It was just a matter of like, does she want to go for
Yeah.
round two? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's how it is when you're 18. And Miss Funcia, oh my God, God bless her soul. She was, bro, a mommy, dog. Let me tell you something right now, dog. If I had to punch Jerry, the hired worst producer of all time, I
I'm
would do
punching
it.
Jerry, dude.
I'm punching Jerry.
You're getting knocked the
my
fuck
boy.
out, Jerry.
All day long. But that goes to show everybody had those crazy crushes that were a little bit older, aka Ice Spice's mom.
Yeah.
And shout out to all the old ladies in the
Let's go,
motherfucking
man.
house.
I love
Jerry,
me an
dog.
old lady, man.
You never crushed on an old lady in your life before?
Come on,
Yeah,
dog.
the hello teacher.
I'm
in high
Madura,
school,
dog. Come on, man.
my
Come
brother.
on, baby.
Madura. You're so sick, dog. Because that's like a porn search.
Come on, dog. You know how I do.
Madura.
But back to Ice Spice, dog. I don't think you know this. Her brother is like a star quarterback for like New York, like a New York high school team, dude. Like he's
No
like
way,
he's
dude.
legitimately like a great like quarterback. Like he's like up
Like,
and
he has
coming.
stats to back
Like
it
yeah,
up.
dude. But like, and it's funny because like he gets shit because everybody knows that his sister is Ice Spice, dog.
No way.
So
dude.
like
It's
the-
no matter how good you are, dog.
Dog, so like a thing came out like recently, like a couple months ago, like defenders, like whoever's defending, will come out and just fucking straight up like give him like Ice Spice lyrics and shit, dog. And that's so good, dog.
That's fucking
I love that.
fantastic.
I love that, man.
That's
Could you
fan-
imagine down set and some bitches coming, some motherfucker, a middle linebacker talking about like, hey, dog. Yo, that's great,
go,
dog.
dog.
Yeah,
Let's
man.
go, hell yeah. But that's what I'm saying. That I never had that. You know, like they're kids that are growing up now, like the OnlyFans moms. You know what I mean? Can you
Yeah,
imagine,
dude.
dog?
Going to school, dog, and yeah,
Like your
man.
old girl's a MILF, my bro. And I'm talking about like a regular MILF. I'm talking about like a hottie. With a body, my brother. You know what I'm saying? You know who we did it? We knew a girl who had we're about the beast.
Go ahead.
Yeah,
I don't-
all right. Where do you think? wait. Hold on. Let's see if
I know exactly who you're going with.
Nah, let's see if we're in sync. Let's see if we're in
All
sync.
right,
All right.
all right.
We're gonna say it on 3. We're gonna say her name, not her last name, just her first name. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
Hanya.
Danielle.
That's so good, dog. But yes, you're not wrong. We're not wrong in either case.
Both cases are in fact true, dog. Damn it, dog. It sucks. And let me tell you, those 2 girls that we just mentioned, their moms, oh my God.
To this day, dude. To this day, I will
that
fuck.
lady is 64, 63.
At least.
Fine
wine,
my guy.
And every now and then, I'll DM her like, "Hey, your mom looking right." Because I'm a scumbag. Because I'm a piece of shit.
She
dog.
couldn't post a picture of her and her mother-in-law without any of us being like, "Oh, you so lucky." You're so lucky you got the suck on your mouth.
Oh
sick,
my
dog.
God,
Sick,
dude.
Sick dog. But true,
Oh,
but like
fuck.
let's keep it a buck, dog.
Yeah, man.
Some of our homies out there had some fine
moms, dog.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Had some fine moms,
Hell yeah,
man. And
thank
it is
God.
what it is.
Thank God it wasn't me, dog.
And thank
Topic
God.
number 2.
Topic number 2, baby.
3 actually.
Oh, is it?
Is it 3?
Oh, is it?
Damn, man.
No, we got the earthquake and we got who cares?
Number
Whatever.
1 was hip hop, y'all.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Topic number
Damn,
3.
man.
How many
Topic
minutes do we got?
number
Whatever we
3,
got.
man.
We're already at an hour, dog.
Oh, all right, hurry up.
all
Make
right.
it quick. Make it
All
quick.
right,
Hurry
damn,
up.
man.
5-minute topic, quick.
Yeah.
Fuck,
5 minute
man.
power
Quick,
hour.
just-
Power love hour.
Shoot from the hip.
Damn, I don't even know what fucking topic number
What?
3
Quick
is.
draw
Something,
McGraw. No, oh my God! Here we go.
man.
This
Here
is
we
what
go.
happens,
Here we
my
go, dog.
ladies and
This is what
gentlemen.
happens,
This is
man.
what happens
Okay,
when you have an
Okay,
unprepared
all
host.
All right. So Tiger Woods getting ready for the Masters. He tells everybody, "Hey, man, I'm getting ready for the Masters. I'm not gonna have any sex for the Masters because I'm getting prepared for the Masters. I'm gonna focus on myself. No sex. I'm going.
Shout out City Boys.
I'm going celibate.
City Boys.
Celibate.
City Boy up.
Original City Boy.
Original
Original
City Boy.
City Boy.
Original City
Original
Boy.
City Boy.
Let's go, dog. Let's go. Okay, so that's what he said.
So he's like, I'm not gonna have any sex. I'm going celibate because to prepare for the Masters. Why he's going celibate, bro? You already got 2 green jackets. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, but doesn't he need one more to break Phil Mickelson's?
No.
Jack Nicholson. Sorry.
Jack Nicholson. Is Jack Nicholson? It's
Yeah,
not. No,
it's Jack
It's
Nicholson.
not.
Yeah, it is.
It's not Jack Nicholson. Jack
Can we
Nicholson.
get Jack Nicholson? Not the
It's-
actor. He's also. He's also.
Oh my god! It's not. That's not his name though.
What is it? Is it
not-
Arnold Palmer?
Shout out Arnold Palmer, man. I love me a good Arnold Palmer, man. Little half and half.
Dog, have you ever seen the ESPN commercials where Arnold Palmer is like in the buffet at the ESPN cafeteria?
And he's mixing the shit.
And then he leaves. He's like, "How does he do it?"
So good.
Damn, shout out Stu,
it's
man.
Jack fucking. Oh my god.
Nicholson, Jack Nicholas.
No, Jack Nicholas.
Jack Nicholas. Okay, Jack
Yeah,
Nicholas.
Yeah,
Okay.
It is
Jack Nicklaus.
It is Jack Nicholas.
Jack Nicholas.
Okay, Jack Nicholas.
He's got like
How many majors does Jack
Yeah,
Nicholas have as opposed to Tiger Woods?
he's behind like 4 or 5 majors, I want to say.
No, so Jack Nicholas or whatever.
All right, the dyslexia.
All right, JVJ.
He's got a 6. But for some reason it says you won't see a green jacket in Woods.
He's 6
closet
majors
anytime
behind
soon.
He's 6 majors behind.
from tying him.
So how many majors does he
victories
have?
of
You
Augusta.
fucking Down syndrome fuck. God damn it. Dog. So yeah, so basically,
Whatever,
yeah.
yeah.
And here's the worst part about Tiger Woods. He is the GOAT. He's going to be the GOAT. And I know that he doesn't have as much rings. It'd be like Oscar Robertson not winning or Michael Jordan not being 11 rings like fucking Big O.
No, that's not what it is. He has 5 and Jack whatever you want to call him.
Jack Nicholson, my brother.
Jack Nicholas.
Oh yeah, it's Jack Nicholas.
All right. Oh, now you're gonna correct me. You fucking
You
idiot.
just said Nicholson, dog. You know, está diciendo bien. You make me feel bad about
Jack
it, dog.
Nicholas. Sorry, sorry. Has how many?
6.
Okay, so how many does Tiger Woods have?
5. So he'll tie
Yeah,
him. He has
that's
to
what
get
I'm saying.
7
It's
to beat
one.
him.
It was one behind before the
Alright,
Matrix or
alright.
whatever.
Yeah, but if you tie him, you still you're kind of shit because you weren't the first guy to get it. You got to beat him.
Nah, but like to have the most of all time is kind of the best thing.
Yeah.
But the
have to
Augusta
go
is
over.
now right in a
Yeah,
It's Augusta.
it's
Yeah,
good.
he has to get it here at Augusta.
yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
so that's
it's like 2 weeks away, I think.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And Augusta is like the best. You know.
The Masters.
Allegedly, yeah,
it's the Masters.
It's the best.
It's the one that like it's the
Everybody
ultimate.
wants.
Like
Yeah, yeah,
you
yeah,
want
yeah.
that green jacket,
It's the
dude.
Super Bowl
Bro,
of golf.
You know
pretty
what?
much.
You know what kills me, and this is gonna say like again. That's how I know that I'm getting into my paternal part of my life, and this is what the weird part about this. Sometimes I'll see like Tiger Woods and his son golfing,
Yeah, man.
and like. Because I saw Tiger Woods growing up my whole entire life, and you see his son, and his son's a monster.
He's killing it. He's killing it, dude.
Monster, like do a little chip,
Yeah.
and he'll look at his old man like, "Yeah, what's good, boy?" Like
Dude,
that,
what's
that
good, my
fierce
boy?
You know what's crazy?
intensity in his
they
eyes.
have the same motion, man. They did like on SportsCenter, like I saw this shit, like a video. They do like a side by side of him like hitting the ball, and it's like the same exact motion, the same exact shit, and it's crazy, dude.
Crazy,
Yeah,
dog. It's
man.
crazy. And like sometimes like they'll show like little clips of them just talking to each other, and he'll be like, "Oh, can you do that?" And he'll be like, "Yeah, I could do it." And like blind confidence just chucks it in, dog. And like his old man just looks at him, dog, like
yeah, that's
buddy,
me.
dog. And that's how you know you're
Yeah.
just like, oh, God,
Yeah,
I'm gonna
dude.
like this, but I'm really crying, dog, like a little bitch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is like Tiger Woods. Let's keep it a buck.
Let's keep it a buck.
That boy would have been the goal had he not been called out by his bitch ass ex-wife.
Shout out to being a degenerate. Let's go, man.
13 wives and 13
go,
girlfriends that
man.
came out, dog.
Hey, man, that
That boy
boy
ain't never been the same, dog. They derailed his career,
They
dog.
did, man.
Why couldn't you keep your mouth shut,
Why
you
couldn't-
stupid broad?
Because of you.
Because of you, we
Because of you.
witnessed the greatest of all time,
Yeah,
dog.
man.
God damn it, dog.
So what? He crashed his car into a
So
tree.
what,
Come
brother?
on, man.
Come
It wouldn't be the
on,
first
baby.
time anybody fucking did that, man.
Come on, my brother. Boy, that boy would have had like 6 rings,
Yeah,
7
man.
rings, or
Yeah,
whatever
man.
Masters.
Yeah,
Coats,
yeah.
green coats.
Green coat. Yeah. The jackets.
jacket.
The green jackets, baby.
Listen, dog, I would have been great had I not got caught in cheating back then. I mean, the greatest shooter of all time.
You know what I mean?
But yeah,
Yeah.
dog, it gets like that, dog. But look, at the end of the day, that boy got money. His son's gonna be a beast. His
Yeah.
daughter's also like a caddy or something.
Something like that, yeah.
The point is, shout out to all the hardworking men out there that get called out no matter what.
No matter what.
Persevere. This is a lesson of human endurance facing adversary. So adversary.
JBJ.
Podcast
The
today, dog.
dyslexics.
Everyone's got one, dog.
Hey, man.
You can't get it.
Everybody's got the bug today.
Everyone's got that Lexia.
The Lex.
The Lex. You got that
Hashtag Lex.
You got the Lex.
I missed
Drop a
it.
comment if you got the Lex in the house.
Let's go. I missed
Let
the
me tell you,
legs.
dog, it's a play on words on who is really the people out here facing adversity.
Yeah.
So why you cheat on your wife? You know what I'm saying? I was just fucking them girls.
I was gonna get right back.
dog, you know what I'm saying, dog?
Come on,
Yeah,
baby.
yeah, dog. All right, we'll keep that topic short. If you do guys have the Lex, drop it down below and just say obviously you have the Lex. Once again, guys, this is the VVS podcast. We appreciate you guys tuning in. We're gonna cut this topic short because we went into our crazy rant way too hard, way too morbid.
The
and way
morbid
too soft.
topic.
Chances are, if you made it to the very end, shout out to you
Shout
guys
out to
because
you.
you had to do some depressing shit.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to the audience. Shout out to the VVS podcast. This was episode 18 or 19?
18, baby.
18. Let's go, baby.
Let's go,
Signing
man.
out. I'll see you guys next week, dog.
Holla.